everyone, and welcome back to Next Stage Designs with me, Sylvia. In today's video I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful, very simple hat. For today's hat, I will be using Paintbox Simply Chunky yarn, and I only used one bow. It's a category 5 yarn, 136 meters or 149 yards. So with this yarn, you will need a pair of scissors. I will be using 2 hooks. 5mm hook I will be using for the ribbing, and then for the main part of the head I will be using 6mm hook. So next you will need a stitch marker, a yarn needle, a tape measure, and optional is a button and the clips. First, we are going to start with the slip knot. Hold your yarn and like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook and release. For my ribbing, I will chain 6 and I will be using 5mm hook. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. So I have 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you can chain as many as you like for your ribbing. Next we are going to work single crochet into this second chain from the hook. So insert your hook, yarn over, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through, and this is your first single crochet, and from now on you should have 1 less than what you have chained. So I chained 6, so now I should have 5 stitches. So work single crochet all the way across like so, and you should have 5. Chain 1 and turn your work. And now as you can see, your stitch got front loops and back loops. So front loops and back loops right here, and we'll be working under those back loops right here, and we'll be working single crochet back loop only right here, and we will skip this chain 1 and we will work into this one right here. So insert your hook under the back loop only and work your first single crochet into the next one, into the next one, and one more. And at the end of each row I want you to work under the full stitch. So full stitch is front loop and back loop, and we will work under the full stitch like so. So you will have both loops on your hook and work your single crochet, and this way the edge will look nicer and will be much stronger. Chain 1 and turn your work, and from now on you'll be always working under the back loop like so. So work single crochet back loop only all the way across, and when you get to your last stitch you will always work under the full stitch. So full stitch is front loop and back loop like so. Chain 1 and turn your work. Don't forget, we don't work into the chain 1, we skip chain 1 and we will work into the second from the hook. So you will work like this, single crochet back loop only, and every time you come to your last one you will work under the full stitch, and that's what you are going to do for your ribbing, and you will do as many rows as you need to wrap it comfortably around your head. For my ribbing I have done 56 rows, and you should have any even number of rows. So even number means 2, 4, 6, and so on. To count them, they go like a little roof, and when they meet each other, it means there are 2 rows. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So continue working on your ribbing for as many as you need for your size. Once you have your ribbing, your last row like so, chain 1. Now we'll be placing 2 single crochet on top of these 2 rows. So on top of these 2 rows there is a little space. So when they meet each other there is a tiny little space. And into those spaces we'll be placing 2 single crochet all the way across. So your first one is right here. And in all those spaces you will place 2 single crochet. This chain of 1 is not counting as your first single crochet. So insert and place your single crochet and place the stitch marker so you know this is your first single crochet. Into the same place, place 1 more single crochet. Find the next space on top of those next 2 rows and place 2 single crochet. Work like so all the way across. 2 single crochet on top of those spaces, and we're still using 5mm hook. And I am finishing, and I have only last 2 single crochet in my last space. Chain 1 and oopsie daisy. Now is the great time to swap your hook for 6mm. So we chain 1 and now we can turn our work. And now we can work on our head. For row 1, you are going to place first single crochet like so from the front. And this herringbone stitch works with any multiple plus 1. And each row you will start with single crochet. So for row 1 you will always work your first single crochet from the front, and for row 2 you will always work your first single crochet from the back, which I am going to show you later on. So now once you have your first single crochet, you will have these 2 loops, so 1 and 2, and we'll be working under this smaller one right here like so. So insert your hook and place it on your hook like so. Find the next stitch, insert your hook like this, yarn over and bring it up. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like so. And now you have 3 little loops, as you can see. So you will find the smallest one. Let me just show you. So you have 1, 2 and 3, and we will work under this smallest one right here. So we place the one on the hook. So let's insert our hook like so, place it on your hook, then find the next stitch and look from the top because it's much easier to see, and insert your hook, yarn over, and again you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And again find the smallest loop, then the next stitch, yarn over, bring it up, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. And again under the smallest one, into the next stitch, 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's how we are going to work all the way across until the end, and then I show you what to do next. And I am finishing, and I have few stitches left here until I reach my last one. Where is my stitch marker? So there is one last one here. Take your stitch marker out, like so, and chain 1. Turn your work, and now we are ready for row 2. Before we start row 2, I would like to show you how does it look like, and it looks something like this. Really, really beautiful. So we chain 1, we turn work, and for row 2 we will place first single crochet right here, but from the back. So exactly what we did in row 1, but for row 2 you will always place your single crochet right here, but from the back. As you can see, we work under this stitch here as we skipping the chain 1. So go from the back like so and place your single crochet. It may be a little bit trickier, this row 2, but not to worry, it takes practice. And your first single crochet. Now, this is our right side, right here, and this is our wrong side. Now, you'll be working the same way, but it's maybe a little bit different because we need to work from the back. So let me just show you. We have these 2 loops here, and we will work under this smaller one right here. Okay? So let me just show you one more time. And I will turn it this way first so you can see. So work under this loop right here. This first one is always the most trickiest. And then find the next stitch, but again look from the top as it is much easier to see. Go from the back into the next stitch like so. Now yarn over and turn your hook downwards like so and bring it up. Pull the loops a little bit higher like this. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now you will have 3 loops as you can see at the back, 1, 2 and 3, and you will work under this smallest one again. So under this one here, and then you will go under the next stitch, but we do it from the back for this row 2. So I hope you're going to see very well. So go under the smallest and then find the next stitch like so. Now you are going to yarn over, twist your hook downwards and bring the loop higher like this. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And again, go under the smallest, under the next stitch, like so. Yarn over, twist your hook downwards, bring the loop higher, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that's how you are going to work on your row 2. It may be a little bit trickier this second row, but not to worry. Perfection takes practice. And again under the smallest, under the next stitch from the back, like so, yarn over, twist your hook, pull the loop higher, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Just make sure you will always go under the smallest and under the next stitch from the back for this row 2. Under the smallest and the next stitch, like so. Continue all the way across. And I am finishing this row 2, as you can see. The smallest loop here, the next stitch from the back, yarn over 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3, and I have last one. Like so, yarn over 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3, chain 1 and turn your work. And now we are on the right side and you can clearly see this beautiful herringbone stitch right here. Now for row 3 you will repeat row 1, so you will single crochet from the front. For row 4 you will repeat row 2 and you will single crochet from the back. So for this herringbone stitch you will repeat row 1 and 2. So for this row 3 I will repeat my row 1, so I will start single crochet right here from the front and repeat row 1. So you will go under the smallest loop here. Again, find the next stitch, look from the top so you can see the stitches much better. Go from the front, 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now you have 3 loops. Go under the smallest into the next stitch and so on. So you will repeat row 1 all the way across, like so. And I am finishing this row 3 and I have only 1 stitch left here. And chain 1. Before we turn our work, I just wanted to show you this is our right side. And now for row 4, we'll be working on the wrong side. So remember, we repeating the row 2 for row 4. So every other row you will start your first single crochet from the back, like so. And then you will work from the back as we did on row 2. So now you have this smallest loop here, right here. So you will work under the smallest loop and under the next stitch, but remember from the back. So under this one and this one, insert, find the next stitch, go from the back, yarn over, bring it up, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now you have 3 loops, but you again work under the smallest and again from the back under the next stitch. So repeat this row 2 for row 4. And you will repeat a row 1 and a row 2 for as many rows as you need for your head. And this is our beautiful herringbone stitch. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So continue working on your head for as many rows as you need. So for my head, I decided not to go with the slouchy head. So for non-slouchy head, I have 9 inches or 23 centimeters, but you can go as high as you like. If you would like your head to be more slouchy, then add 3 more inches to your head. You can add even more. It's up to you. Depends how slouchy you want your head to be. So I am finishing here, and I am going to leave a long yarn end because we are going to sew the top of our head. So leave about 1 meter. So once you have it, you can fasten off once you have chained 1, like so, and prepare your yarn needle. Thread your yarn like so. And now we are ready to close the top of our head. To do so, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. We will fold it later on once the head is closed at the top. So now we will do larger stitches. They can be about half of the centimeter long. And you will simply do running stitch from one side to the other. You can go in the middle of that herringbone stitch like me, so not too deep from the edge. So work your way to the other side like so. So this is my last stitch here, and once you got those stitches, you are ready to gather your head like this. These are the corners here. It's important to have them nicely together. So pull as much as you can to close the gap. You can fold it in half like this and pull, and you can also hold your head like so. I like to hold it like this, and make sure you go as tight as possible. Not to worry if you have a gap there, because we are going to sew it anyway. So these are the corners. Go to the opposite side once you have it really nice and tight, and secure it with 2-3 stitches like so, so it won't move. And now you can close your gap completely like this with few stitches across, so there should be no gap at all. Once you have it, we are ready to sew the sides. So as you can see, this herringbone stitch need to line up nicely on each side. So just make sure to line it nicely. If it's not perfect, not to worry, but it will look much nicer when they are in line. So try to match it, as you can see here. Try to match it as good as you can. And you can place these clips because they are very, very handy. If you don't have them, you can also use the pegs because the pins won't stay in very well. So place the clips, and once you got them, we are ready to sew. So to get to the corner, as I am somewhere in the middle, I need to get to this corner here. So I will just stitch right there to get as close as possible to that corner right here. And I like to sew it like this. I like to put the finger between the layers and go from the inside like so. But of course you can sew the way you like or prefer. It's up to you. So I prefer to sew like this from the inside with the finger between the layers, and it's much easier. And as you sew, please don't forget to check the both sides if the stitch is matching. So continue sewing all the way down and check as you go. And I am finishing here, and you can also place 2-3 stitches like so, so the head is much stronger. And of course you can hide the end inside the seam so you don't have to do it later on, like so. Go back, and of course you will do exactly the same with the other end. I will cut this one off and then hide this one in as well. And this is our head completed. We closed it at the top, we done the seam, and it's looking amazing. This is the seam at the back. If it's not matching 100%, not to worry, it can be really tricky. And this is it. This is our head completed. You can stop here or you can continue with me, because in the next step, which is optional, I am going to show you how to add this button to your head, so you can wear this head with the pom-pom or without. So we are going to sew the button right in the middle, and in the future the button can stay there and you won't even notice, and you can wear this head with pom-pom or without. So just go with your yarn needle like this and work a knot like so. You can cut it off so it's not in the way. And now we are going to sew on our button like this. So place it on your yarn needle like this and thread it all the way down and sew your button. This is the way I like to sew my button, but of course you can sew it the way you like or prefer. It's up to you. So as this yarn is chunky, it's really thick, I will go only once like so. Then I will come back right here, and then I will go few times around my button like this. And then I will finish it and make a knot to secure my button like this. Do 2-3 times around your needle and make a knot as tight as you can and cut the yarn off. Now that's the button prepared. Bring your thin hook, I will be using 3.5 millimeters hook because it will be much easier. Now insert your hook very close to your button like this. You can go under the button like so, as you can see here. So you should have something like this. Now place the pom-pom on your hook like this and pull it through. Make sure you won't lose your loop. It may happen. Happens to me all the time. And make sure you got it and place it around your button like this. And that's it. So now you have your head with the pom-pom. And if you decide that you don't want to have your head with the pom-pom, then simply just take your pom-pom off and the button will be there and you won't even notice. So you have two looks in one, with pom-pom or without. And now I am going to show you how to take it off. It's super easy and very fast. Again, use your small hook and that's it. Super easy. So now you have your head without the pom-pom. Very, very clever trick. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. Don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest. Thank you very much for watching.